In the next 5 minutes, you are going to make a program that varies the brightness of this LED using your Arduino's PWM outputs. Hi, my name is Jeremy, and welcome to the 5th tutorial in a series of videos aimed to teach the basics of using an Arduino microcontroller so that you may compete in this semester's Solid State Circuit Society Arduino contest. More information available in the link below. If you have not already, check out our previous videos as this one will build on their material. Until now, we have covered several input-output reading and writing functions, including digital read, digital write, analog read. So naturally, we must assume there is an analog write function that produces an analog output signal, and you'd be correct. Sort of. Indeed, there is a function called analog write. However, it does not produce an analog signal. Instead, it creates what's known as a pulse width modulated signal, or PWM. PWM is a type of modulation where the on versus off time is controlled. Take this square-shaped signal that repeats every period. Currently, the on time equals the off time. As such, we say the duty cycle is 50%. If we reduce the duty cycle, the on time of the signal shrinks. Notice, however, that the period remains unchanged. Similarly, if we increase the duty cycle, the on time of the signal expands, again without changing the period. This form of duty cycle modulation can be used for a variety of applications, including controlling the brightness of an LED. Let us build a circuit that does exactly that. Make sure to unplug your Arduino to avoid damaging any components. Next, rebuild the circuit that we made in our very first tutorial using an LED, a resistor of around 250 ohms, and 2 wires. However, this time, connect the positive side to one of the Arduino's PWM outputs. I will be using port 11, but you may use any of these ports. Next, let us write the code. Begin by defining the PWM output port. In the setup function, let us set this as an output port. Write pin mode output port output. Next, set our PWM signal. In the loop function, type analog write output port val. This is a built-in Arduino function with 2 arguments. The first specifies the port number, and the second specifies the duty cycle of our PWM signal. This value may be set anywhere from 0 to 255, corresponding to 0 to 100% duty cycle. For this program, we want to achieve an outcome similar to tutorial 1 with a blinking LED. However, we want the brightness to slowly increase, then slowly decrease. To do this, we can use a for loop statement. This is a function that repeats a set of commands a predefined number of times. Around our analog write function, type for int val equals 0, val is less than or equal to 255, val plus plus, bracket bracket. As it stands, this function will repeat the analog write command 256 times, each time incrementing variable val from 0 to 255. Add a small delay with delay 5. This will slowly increase the brightness of our LED. Next, we want to slowly dim our LED. Copy over the above code. Then, change the function to for int val equals 255, val is greater than or equal to 0, val minus minus. And you're done. Plug in your Arduino and upload the program. If successful, your LED should gradually turn on and off. If so, then congratulations! Feel free to play around with the for loop and analog write functions. I challenge you to make a program that reads the rotation of a potentiometer and uses that to control the brightness of our LED. Join us next video when we will learn to control DC motors using this potentiometer.